What is up, Theta Mafia? How are we doing, everybody? I'm going to teach you guys how to buy puts. Now, the reason why you want to buy puts is typically in a downward market, or you're betting the stock's going to go down. All right. Now, in doing so, some people buy it because they want to sell their shares at a certain strike price that they want to pick during the expiration date that they pick, or people just think that stock's going to go down and they just want to simply print money. Whatever the case may be, we're going to show you both those. Okay, so the first example, I'm going to show you somebody's trying to sell their shares because they think the stock's going to go down. And I'm going to use Palantir as our example. So we're going to hit trade options. I'm going to go out to August 15th. And here it is. And I'm going to hit buy. I'm going to hit put. Now, let's just say for this example, I am comfortable selling my Palantir shares at $120. Okay? So I'm going to hit this. And I'm going to hit buy. I'll hit one contract, and I'm going to do 30.75. My estimated cost is $3,075. My max profit's $8,925. I do not think Palantir is going to go to zero to get that much, but I do think Palantir is going to go down. Let's just say in this example, hypothetically, okay? So if Palantir is at $120 or more at my expiration date, that means I lost the $3,075. Now, if I'm on my break even, that means I lost zero and I gained zero. But if we're past that, that means we're making money, okay? And we're printing money. The further and further it goes down, the more and more money we print. Now, let's say I like that. I hit review. Now, if we go to the order summary, you're paying $3,075 for the right to sell 100 shares of Palantir for $120 per share by August 15th. If Palantir shares aren't $120 or lower on August 15th, this option will expire worthless. Okay, so in this case, right, we'll say, oh man, I think Palantir is going to go like $60, and let's say Palantir does go to $60, right? You would want to come out here, you would sell, the $120 strike price. That means you're going to sell your shares at $120, like what we showed you, right? And you get to keep that gain. So that's hedging your shares. Palantir dropped. Now, people do that because they want to sell their shares at a higher price. Now, look, Palantir was at $120, right? But Palantir is not $120 no more, okay? And it keeps on dropping and keeps on dropping, right? So somebody would want to do that because if they sell their shares now, they're like, dude, I'm only going to get, $100. But if I bought a put, I can sell it for $20 more, but I would have to pay a premium for that. But if I'm right about it, I also make money on top of that by selling my shares at the price that I picked. So that's hedging your shares. That's selling your shares more for what the current value of the shares are. Another reason why somebody buys a put, and we're going to use this Tempest AI example, is strictly because they might think the stock's overvalued or it has a high evaluation and it's overvalued. It can be many reasons, guys, but let's look at Tempest AI. It was at $89, then dropped down to 80, right? 83, and then it drops down to 76, and now we're already at 68. It's down 22.5% for the past week. Now, in a bear market, Tempest AI wouldn't be a good stock. Why? Because what? It's losing money. Although it looks like over time the EPS is good, it's still a money loser, right? So what people would do is they'll come and they're like, well, this stock is a money loser and nobody wants that in a bear market, right? Because, if they don't have that much cash on the balance sheet and they got a lot of debt, they're like, oh man, this company could go bankrupt since they're losing money, And so what somebody would do, they'll come out here, let's say we pick April 17th, they'll buy a put. Now, you don't have to have shares to buy a put, But let's just say you're like, dude, I'm gonna buy this $75 put. You come out here and do that. You put one contract in there. We put 1430 in there. We look. Now, if Tempest AI is $75 or more, we lost our full estimated cost, which is $1,430. Now, let's say if we're right about Tempest AI and it goes down, and the further that it goes down, you're going to make a bigger and bigger profit off of it. And so sometimes people use this to print money. And they use it to print money on stocks that aren't profitable or they have a high valuation, right? Because stocks that are typically like this, as you see that we just went over it, the past week it's down 22.5%. So if you bought a put on Tempest AI over here and you were letting it go down and let's say you sold it right here, you just printed a great chunk of money. I mean, you made a lot of money, okay? So that's why people buy puts, all right? It's either to hedge and they're trying to get rid of their shares and sell it for a good strike price than what the market's currently trading for. Or they just think the stock's going to go down because the stock just sucks and it's overvalued. And they're like, nah, this stock's going to go down if we hit bear market. So guys, that's what it is. Like, comment, subscribe, guys. I love you guys. Peace.